Alright guys, I'm making this video to help you study for our up-and-coming Roots Set 1 quiz, and this will also help you in the future when we take our Roots test. So you need to take Cornell notes as we go through this, and you need to write down what I say as also in addition to other things that I tell you to include in your notes. So let's look at some definitions and examples of root words. Alright, our first root word is anthrop. The definition is man or human, and some examples of anthrop are anthropology, philanthropy, and misanthrope. So go ahead and write down those examples, pause the video, find their definitions, and write those too to help really reinforce the meaning of the word anthrop. We're going to go ahead and look at misanthrope. So a misanthrope is someone who dislikes people or avoids social situations. So as you can see, we have our root word in green, anthrop, and then our context clue, people, is also in green. So that helps us know that that's the root we're using. And in addition to that, I went ahead and included a word that has one of our prefixes, miss, and you can also see there's our context clue, dislikes. So we know, based on the prefix and the root word, that misanthrope means someone who dislikes people. Alright, so go ahead and pause the video, make sure that you've gotten everything on the screen down, and then we'll move on to the next one. Alright, so our next roots are dim and pop. They mean people. So some examples are demographic, pandemic, population, and populace. So go ahead and pause the video, write down each of those examples, and look up their definitions to help enforce the understanding of the meaning dim and pop. Alright, so let's look at one example together. When a region is populous, it is full of people. So we look at our root word is pop, and we also see our context clue, people. So we know to plug that in. Alright, so go ahead and pause the video, write any extra notes you need to, and move on to the next one. So our next one is hom. Hom means man. So some examples are Homo sapiens, homage, and homicide. So go ahead and pause the video, write down the definitions of those examples, and then we'll move on together with one of the examples. So the Oscars pay homage to great actors or actresses. So we look at the root word is hom, and we see actors and actresses. Those are both fall under man. So we know that the word homage means to pay tribute to man. So pause the video, write down any extra notes you need to for that. Alright, then we have matter, M-A-T-E-R, and M-A-T-R. So the definition for that one is mother. Some examples are maternal, matriarchy, and matron. So pause the video, write down the definitions to those examples. And a matron is a middle-aged woman with children who is dignified. So we can see that we have right here our root matter, M-A-T-R, and then our context clue word woman. Alright, then our last one for this first set is pater, or pater, P-A-T-E-R, P-A-T-R, and that means father. So we have patronym, patron, and patriarchy. So my patronym is Schulich, my father's last name. So we have our root pater, and then that context clue, father. So that means that my last name came from my father's name. So make sure that you take all these notes, study these for your quiz, be able to know the definitions of each root and some examples of how they're used.